Good evening and welcome back to another episode of The Longing, where today we are going to be finishing off Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Volume 3. So, let's get going. When thou hearest this clock strike the hours at midnight, then thinkest thou between 1 and 12 thereon. Thou thinkest thereon, O Zarathustra, I know it, of soon leaving me. Yea, answered I, hesitatingly, but thou knowest it also. And I said something into her ear, in amongst her confused yellow foolish tresses. Thou knowest that, O Zarathustra, that knoweth no one. And we gazed at each other, and looked at the green meadow, o'er which the cool evening was just passing, and we wept together. Then, however, was life dearer unto me than all my wisdom had ever been. Thus spake Zarathustra. 3. 1. O man, take heed. 2. What saith deep midnight's voice indeed? 3. I slept my sleep. 4. From deepest dream I've woke and pled. 5. The world is deep. 6. And deeper than the day could read. 7. Deep is its woe. 8. Joy deeper still than grief can be. 9. Woe saith, hence, go. 10. But joys all want eternity. 11. Want deep, profound eternity. 12. 60. The seven seals, or the land, or the yea and amen lay. 1. If I be a diviner, and full of the divining spirit which wandereth on high mountain ridges, twixt two seas, wandereth twixt the past and the future as a heavy cloud, hostile to sultry plains, and to all that is weary and can neither die nor live, ready for lightning in its dark bosom, and for the redeeming flash of light, charged with lightnings which say yea, which laugh yea, ready for divining flashes of lightning. Blessed, however, is he who is thus charged, and verily long must he hang like a heavy tempest on the mountain, who shall one day kindle the light of the future. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love. For I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. 2. If ever my wrath hath burst graves, shifted landmarks, or rolled old shattered tables into precipitous depths, if ever my scorn hath scattered mouldered words to the winds, and if I have come like a besom to cross spiders, and a cleansing wind to old charnel houses, if ever I have sat rejoicing where old gods lie buried, world-blessing, world-loving, beside the monuments of old world maligners, for even churches and gods' graves do I love, if only heaven looketh through their ruined roofs with pure eyes. Gladly do I sit like grass and red poppies on ruined churches. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love, for I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. 3. If ever a breath hath come to me of the creative breath, and of the heavenly necessity which compelleth even chances to dance star dances, if ever I have laughed with the laughter of the creative lightning, to which the long thunder of the deed followeth, grumblingly but obediently, if ever I have played dice with the gods at the divine table of the earth, so that the earth quaked and ruptured, and snorted forth fire streams. For a divine table is the earth, and trembling with new creative dictums and dice casts of the gods. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the return of the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love, for I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. 4. If ever I have drunk a full draught of the foaming spice, and confection bowl, in which all things are well mixed, if ever my hand hath mingled the furthest with the nearest, fire with spirit, joy with sorrow, and the harshest with the kindest, if I myself am a grain of the saving salt, which maketh everything in the confection bowl mix well, for there is a salt which uniteth good with evil, and even the evilest is worthy, as spicing, and as final over foaming. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love, for I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. 5. If I be fond of the sea, and all that is sea-like, and fondest of it when it angrily contradicteth me, if the exploring delight be in me, which impelleth sails to be undiscovered, if the seafarer's delight be in my delight, if ever my rejoicing hath called out, the shore hath vanished, now hath fallen from me the last chain, the boundless roareth around me, far away sparkle for me space and time. Well, cheer up, old heart. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love. For I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. 6. If my virtue be a dancer's virtue, and if I have often sprung with both feet into golden emerald rapture, if my wickedness be a laughing wickedness, at home among rosebanks and hedges of lilies, for in laughter is all evil present, but it is sanctified and absolved by its own bliss. And if it be my Alpha and Omega, that everything heavy shall become light, every body a dancer, and every spirit a bird, and verily, that is my Alpha and Omega. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love. For I love thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. 7. If ever I have spread out a tranquil heaven above me, and have flown into mine own heaven with mine own pinions, if I have swum playfully in profound luminous distances, and if my freedom's avian wisdom hath come to me, thus, however, speaketh avian wisdom. Lo, there is no above and no below. Throw thyself about, outward, backward, thou light one. Sing, speak no more. Are not all words made for the heavy? Do not all words lie to the light ones? Sing, speak no more. Oh, how could I not be ardent for eternity, and for the marriage ring of rings, the ring of the return? Never yet have I found the woman by whom I should like to have children, unless it be this woman whom I love. For I love thee, O eternity. Thee, O eternity. For I love thee, O eternity. And with that we come to the end of Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Volume 3. Which means, next time we are going to go back into the caves, into the halls of eternity to get the next 10 pieces of paper. After which we'll come back and read the Iliad. The Iliad of Homer. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. So this is the Iliad 1 to 13, but this is the Iliad 9 to 17. What? We'll have to figure that out. Anyway, that was some difficult wordage, to be quite frank. I do not like reading Thus Spoke Zarathustra. There's too much too many of them. Speaketh, spoketh, est, ost, all that sort of stuff. Too much of that going on. It's very difficult to sight read and speak it at the same time, as you may have noticed that I fumble over my words. But anyway, I am going to say thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon or night, no matter what time of day it is. I hope you all have a wonderful one of it. And as always, we will be back tomorrow for more of The Longing. Goodbye.